WWE 2K18 for the Nintendo Switch was notoriously one of the worst ports of all time. The game was originally meant to run at 30 frames per second, but when playing this, it ran more like 10 frames per second. Which, if you don't know what frames means, that means the game just ran at 33% speed. Everything, the entrances, the matches, everything that happened was just in a third of the speed. Video games are not meant to be played in slow motion. And the main reason for this version of the game running so bad was because the Switch 1 was extremely underpowered. But we have seen people play this version of the game on emulators before, proving that it was solely the hardware of the original Switch for the reason why it ran so bad. They was getting the full 30 frames per second on the emulators, meaning with the increased hardware of the Nintendo Switch 2, theoretically this game should run like it was originally intended to back in 2017. So today we are going to do a performance test of WWE 2K18 for the Nintendo Switch to see if it can finally run after 7.5 years. I mean, technically it could run on the Nintendo Switch 1, but it really couldn't run. And to make this easier for the recording, I'm going to detach the Joy-Cons and zoom in on the screen, and let's go ahead and launch the game. And alright, here we are on 2K18, and obviously we can tell right away there isn't really much of a graphical improvement. They severely downgraded the models to get it to purely even boot up on the original Switch. Alright, yeah, let's click any button to start. And here we are. Oh yeah, the servers are down, by the way. And we just go through the menus right here. You click Universe, click Play, and we can see already these menus are way better. On the Switch 1, every time you would click to go to another part of the menu and it, like, move the characters around in the background, it would be like a super slow and sluggish transition. But now that's perfectly normal, like it was on all the other versions. And for this test, we are going to do a Fatal 4-Way Hell in a Cell match. In this game, notoriously, the 6-man Hell in a Cell match was what ran the absolute worst. I'll just play a clip for you.
Wise move going for the stretch.
You see how bad that is, bro? How much slow motion there is there? Bro, you could clearly see right there that was slow motion. And YouTube videos actually make it look better than it actually is. If you played the game in real time on the Switch 1, it would be even slower. Now, we don't got enough time today to do a 6-man Hell in a Cell, which is why I will do a Fatal 4-Way Hell in a Cell. But we are going to still try and push the hardware to its absolute limits. We are going to go to WrestleMania 33, the biggest arena in the game at daytime, which is the hardest arena to run. I am going to set a 5-minute limit on this match. And the superstars we are going to choose are Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Finn Balor Demon, and the greatest of all time, John Cena. The reason for choosing these 4 superstars in particular is all 4 of their entrances are timed around their theme song. Like at a certain part in Finn Balor's theme song is when he lifts his arms up. Same with John Cena. At a certain part in his theme song, that's when he lifts his arms up. Where when playing this on the Nintendo Switch 1, John Cena's theme song would loop back to the beginning because of how slow it was. And yeah, I'm just going to turn the volume all the way up and just let the entire match play through without speaking. And then I'll give my thoughts on what we see. So I will say this right here, the load times are still extremely slow. Like there's maybe a slight increase in loading times, but not that much.
contest is a Hell in a Cell match. Making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Seth Rollins.
We are ready to lock the door to this structure, Corey. What should we expect from this match here tonight?
Well, I'll tell you this, Cole. While this match certainly will be exciting for the fans, you can bet it will be a complete nightmare for these four superstars.
I'd like to point out just how focused these guys look here tonight.
They really do, Michael, which makes me think we're in for one heck of a match here tonight.
From Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the United States Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
And here comes the so-called face that runs the place, AJ Styles.
What do you mean, so-called?
And he clearly comes into this match in tremendous physical condition.
Yeah, but where is he mentally, Cole? That's the real question. I don't care about how good you look. If you don't have it upstairs, you're simply not going to succeed.
Weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
Nobody makes an entrance quite like Finn Balor.
You got that right. There's only one Finn Balor.
Well, I think we can all agree that this will be no easy match for him here tonight.
Yeah, but you could say that about every match here on the card. There's no such thing as a cakewalk here in the WWE.
Okay, so my phone died in the middle of recording that, but we was just at the end of Finn Balor's entrance, so that's fine. Let's just resume from where we were.
The face that runs the place, John Cena. He may be the face that runs the place, Cole, but it sounds to me like the crowd is split on John Cena. And remember, when he gets on a roll, he's nearly impossible to stop. You are absolutely right, Cole. So I would expect to see his opposition do everything possible to prevent momentum from swinging too much to his side. What a leg drop. Oh no, the brain buster. A foggy mind can't be far behind. Great offense by AJ Styles. Tell me your thoughts on Finn Balor. John Cena got him there. He's calling for it. I don't think he should get up. He misses the dive. And unfortunately for him, there was no water in the pool. This is some great offense by Finn Balor. The Dragon Screw takes him down. He got all that enziguri. Nothing pleasant about that. AJ Styles with good timing here. Seth Rollins in some trouble here. In four-way matches such as this, things could get very ugly for him very quickly. A crucial point in the match here, guys. He's got a target on his back now, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a 3. And he goes for the pin. An easy kick out from Rollins. Clearly not enough damage done. He clearly did his homework heading into tonight. He combines speed, agility, balance, and force all in one move. Oh, and he's still down, Byron. Things definitely aren't looking very good for him right now. Definitely not where you want to be right now.
He's got to find a way to get out of this, Michael.
Seth Rollins.
Bam! He's back in control here. Oh, man, AJ Styles is in trouble.
He has him right where he wants him. Punch with a knee right to the face.
There it is.
Oh, can he do it here? Kick out at the last moment.
Yeah, it's going to take more than that to keep him down.
Looks like trouble here, Byron.
I don't know. I guess that all depends on who you're rooting for.
Oh, this is dangerous right here. Not where he wants to be right now. Look at this. He goes for the quick pin attempt. Seth Rollins with a quick kick out.
Nice kick out.
Styles, a fireman's carry.
Ushigoroshi. He can end it here.
Still trying to get back to his feet here.
He's clearly in a bad...
So from this test, we see a few things here. This game runs fully playable speed now. This exact match, the Fatal 4-Way Hell in a Cell match on the Nintendo Switch 1, would have been in complete slow motion, half the speed of what it should have been. Rewatch this match I just played, but just change your YouTube settings to 0.5 speed and you're basically watching the Switch 1 version. But what we do notice here is that this game is still very broken. John Cena and Finn Balor spent half the match just running at the ring apron. They weren't able to get back in the ring. The commentary team, like Michael Cole, would ask a question to Corey Graves and then we would just get no response. That was a very infamous glitch in this version of the game. Commentary would just consistently cut out, and there would be sections of the match with no commentary at all, and then they would just randomly pop in and say the most random nonsense. The entrances, they're full speed as well. When John Cena lifted up that title, that was exactly on beat with his theme song, like the boo-ra-boo-doo. When Finn Balor would lift his arms, when it went like da-da, da-da, I do very good song impressions, don't I? Like, that was completely on time. Their entrances had timing with the music, and in this game on the Switch 2, it is finally in sync with their theme song. But the entrance titles still look absolutely horrible. The graphics of this game are more comparable to a PlayStation 2 game than a Nintendo Switch 2 game. But I mean, that's stuff you can't really change unless they updated the game, which they're not gonna update a 7-year-old sports game. With no updates, no performance patches, no performance increases at all. Simply having the more powerful hardware of the Nintendo Switch 2 finally makes this version of the game fully playable. There'll obviously still be glitches like the commentary and the wrestlers running like that. But I mean, hey, if you was in control of this match, you could have just went to the outside and, punched them and brought them back into the ring. This also shows us right here that when WWE 2K25 or 2K26 makes its way to the Switch 2, we should expect performance like this, obviously minus the glitches. As these games still get released for PS4, 2K18 was originally a PS4 game that they brought over to Switch 1. And I mean, 2K25 is in its entirety, except the island, but like everything else in the game is on the PS4. Even if 2K26 ditches the PS4, I'm sure the game won't be that much different. So whenever they make an official Switch 2 version of a WWE game, you can expect it to run perfectly fast. It is not going to be awful, super slow speed performance like it was on the original Switch. And honestly, unironically, this is one of the greatest showcases of the Switch 2's power. The ability to take a Switch 1 game that was so slow that you could not even play it at all and make it 100% full speed now without any updates to the game at all? Think about other games. Like, one of my favorite games on the Switch 1 was Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. That game consistently slowed down, hit like the mid-20s, low 20s in FPS, and now you shouldn't expect to have those problems. Any Switch 1 game that you didn't really like playing because of the bad performance, try it out on the Switch 2. It will most likely be fixed. And I do think this is a pretty good WWE game substitute until they bring 2K26 to the Switch 2. I would not recommend you go out and buy this version of the game. It's no longer for sale on the eShop. And if you want to get a copy on eBay, it's like $50. I was lucky to snag this when it was on sale for like 15 bucks on the eShop. But if you already bought this game for your Switch 1 and you were extremely disappointed with how it plays, or you're really just a psychopath who has $50 to burn, then yeah, WWE 2K18 on the Nintendo Switch 2 is a perfectly fine way to play the game. And once again, bro, like, look how satisfying it is to just... Let me line this up right. To snap the Joy-Cons into the side. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I wish I could have it my way. I don't really know who's to blame, but you said you were giving me space, then forever went away. Hey, at night in the garden I roam. Since the day you left, no flowers grow. My skin's gone purple from the cold.